Hey, what's up, traders? We got to watch this video here for Tuesday, August 27th. Excuse me. SPY gapped up today. I told you there's headline risk for both sides. You never know what's going to happen on a day-to-day or hour-to-hour basis, but as a day trader, that's kind of nice, actually. So we closed, I don't know, somewhere around the middle of Friday's big sell-off. We'll see what happens tomorrow. What are we watching tomorrow? Let me bring up RKDA. Big pop today, up near the most recent highs from February, and nice volume, pretty strong close. If you weren't in chat today, 5-minute candles here. On this opening candle, really in the opening few seconds, Wayne called this through 8. I agree, there was a seller on the tape. It had been strong in pre-market, just to prove that I actually trade what we preach. 24 seconds in, I got filled RKDA at 8. Now you can see it went up to 840 and then kind of tanked because it was an early trade. We again practice what I preach. There's two of my sells at 833 and 834, probably about a minute later, right? And my last sell was right above 8 as it came back down on that same candle. So, keep in mind, I'm a day trader. That was a nice way to start the day. Actually, I'm really proud of this one. I made a little video of it today. See the bottom of this candle right here? I had called in chat looking for a whole number flush as this was falling. Called it in chat below 9. And again, practice what I preach. Bought this at 891. Why is that awesome? Because it is literally the bottom of that candle. Cherry picked the bottom. It doesn't happen very often. And what did I tweet? I said something like, I don't often catch the bottom of a pullback, but when I do, I make a video. So anyway, but that's everything we teach in that. In our course, of course, but also in that we did a free webinar, basically highlighting some of the ways we trade pullbacks, and that proves right there that it works. That was a pretty nice one. Another call, Jordy in chat called it right here before it broke. Took a screenshot of that. Basically 50 with a stop at 25, and that's the 50 trigger right there. 25-cent risk. So from 50 meaning 850. And again, you can see it went all the way up to 1020-ish. So back to the daily. Certainly going to watch it again tomorrow. This is one of the strongest stocks on the planet. ARCI had a huge move today, closing well off of its highs, though. Thin stock. I've watched the bottom fall out of this thing a couple times. So, be careful with it. It's pretty thin, but I do think it's worth watching. PSTV. This one's kind of obscure, but had this big pop, I don't know, a little over a week ago that went all the way up over 15 and looked like it was just done right after a couple days later. But lo and behold, today, it makes a move from 831 to 13. It did that on less than 600,000 shares, and you can see that it closed well off its highs. But because of its recent action and because of these big candles, this one and this one, we might, that's kind of interesting tomorrow on a potential red to green. So let's keep our eyes on that one. Look at that 5-minute candles real quick. All right, let's go back to the daily. So I want to watch that one. It's kind of a sleeper pick. TRNX did a reverse split. Today was the first day, so I actually called this in chat. I already made a video of this one too. Called this in chat, and I'll show you 2-minute candles. I hate to be redundant because I already made a video about this, but just real quick because I want to explain. Reverse split, they had news, had this intraday cup and handle, and I just called it over this handle. At 194, looking for the quick high of daybreak, quick push through 2, and we got all that. It went all the way to 240, but you know what? It held up pretty well. And when you go back to the daily, it basically backed down to support from here and decent volume today. So this one might have a follow-through day, so I do want to watch it. All right, what else? FSLY. This one, if you know me at all, you immediately look at this and say, I can't believe he has this on watch because it is so extended. It's really far up above the moving averages. So I don't like this very much, but on Friday, this topped out right around 28 bucks, and then today put in an inside day and topped out at 27.78. So if you go to 15-minute candles, you kind of see little cup and handle over the last 2 days. But I never forget what the daily looks like. And so this is extended, makes me not trust it. But I didn't have that much to put on watch, so I put it on watch. Workhorse WKHS had this pop sideways and is up near the high of this pop was 435, and today it hit 434, so up over this 4-day high. Maybe it gets going. I don't love it. mRNA Nice volume. It had a nice pop the other day that topped it out at 1350. Today it broke through that on decent volume, and this one might have a continuation day. FFHL had this huge day on Friday and then this nasty reversal today, but it's still well above where it started. So that's one that if it trades in a narrow range for a while on Tuesday and then breaks to the upside, you might get a little mini squeeze. So I do want to watch that one. NETE, another similar chart, had that big pop. This would have been Thursday, and then Friday and today, a couple days lower on declining volume. Pretty good bounce play set up there, potentially. Again, we only take trades with A-plus intraday setups. Amazon is actually on watch because it pierced the 200-day, and then today went out closing at its highs. I think, I don't know. I think this is worth watching for a continuation of the bounce. That's going to basically only be with the overall market, which is typical of Amazon, right? And then WTRH had this gap up last week. Kind of a follow-through day the next day, sideways, and now curling back up again. I don't have any kind of catalyst on this chart, like I love it over this price or this price, but I do think it's pretty strong after that gap up 4 sessions ago and closing at its highs. Want to keep my eyes on that one too. As always, we'll add some gappers in the morning to the watch list. And, when you add all the people in the room that have taken the course and know what to look for and all the posts that, hey, this is like Jordy's post today on RKDA, all the buy zone pullback alerts, there's almost always something to trade. So if you've been not hanging out in the room lately or something, or you've never been in our room, it's never been better. The chat room, the teamwork's fantastic, and looking forward to the rest of the week. All right, I'm done babbling. See you tomorrow.